Hey guys, I'm waiting for Facebook to do its little update. Here we go. Got a comment box. Hopefully everything's set up right and the mic's recording. I'm gonna wait and see if somebody can pop in the comments and let me know if I'm actually live. There's Taylor. Hey, I was gonna shout you out today with the bookmarks, and I've got them around here somewhere. Is the right one? My office is a little bit of a wreck right now. I may have to do that next time. I have my hometown literacy council's tea and auction coming up, and so everything is just kind of scattered everywhere in here right now. I'll be a little bit more organized next month. But oh, I am missing everybody. Hi, Kat. Oh, hi. There's my honey bunnies in here. Audio's good. Thank you, Taylor. Hi, Tracy. See, oh, your whole house is. It's rough, man. I just need more space, I think, eventually. I'll get there eventually. Hey, Darla. All right. I'm back in the Facebook app instead of the streaming software because I feel like it didn't make much of a difference last month. I feel like it was actually a little worse. I don't know on the quality side, but just the way that it cropped the video. So we're gonna just try it in Facebook this time and just try to ignore all the messages in here. I may try out some different software in the future, but not this month. We had a really rough week. If you follow like my personal profile, you probably saw the obituary we posted. Paul and I lost our nephew, so last week was just kind of chaos. We did a lot of traveling back and forth to Sedalia to help pick out pictures for the service and to help clean out his apartment. So, but I wanted to at least pop on here long enough to let you guys know that I'm still here. And just to give you a peek of this month's giveaway, I had a few people talking about the original cover, which Taylor, who's in the group now here, hopefully this is the right Taylor. This is terrible. Yeah, that's the right Taylor. Made these awesome bookmarks, and if I can locate them in this chaos here, I'm sure I put them somewhere very safe so I wouldn't lose them. And then my marshmallow brain promptly forgot where that was. But somewhere in these stacks of books, it's probably tucked in there. But they were really cool. There is a picture over on my Instagram anyway, and I'll dig those out and keep better track of things for next month. But she based the bookmarks off of the original covers, and I did have a few extra book one, and so I thought I'd set up the public giveaway. And if you're in the Grim Reader group, there's a link to the Grim Reader exclusive giveaway, so you guys get 2 opportunities to win the giveaways because I love you most. So, but it's a signed copy of one of the originals. I don't have a whole lot of these left. I may have to do some special edition or throwback. I thought about redesigning these, but giving it like an inspiration from the original, even though Rebecca Frank did take inspiration from the originals when she did it. Like the color schemes were kind of kept on par with the originals, but I don't know, we'll see. I've got a lot of stuff coming up in the future, lots of planning to do. I'm also including one of the little skull and crossbone tea diffusers again. I bought up a bunch of these items that I really thought would be fun for these giveaways. And even if you don't win I guess the giveaways that are going on this month, if you really like the items, I do have a link, I think, in the video description to my Amazon storefront that has a lot of these items that I'm adding to the books. And if you want signed copies, this double bag, I have a link to my author store too, where you can also get other items like the pint glasses. I just got a new shipment of these in, so these are restocked in my store. And I know I've got, oh, there's a shot glass in here too. If this lighting works right. The little Purgatory Lounge shot glasses with the green bottoms. So I think I have those set up in this giveaway too, along with, it gets very bright, the little skull tea diffuser. And the Blueberry Wild Child tea. This is pretty good. I think I tried this out last month in the video. I've been doing a lot of herbal teas just because I can't do as much coffee. I have to be careful health-wise, boring stuff, eating salads every day, you know, trying to stay healthy and whatnot. But I'm also including some cover stickers and bookmarks to go with those giveaways. So I've got that going on. Let's scroll on back. I am missing everybody there. Hey, Greg. Hey, Angela. Sorry for your loss. Thanks. Yeah, it was pretty rough. The family's still kind of getting their bearings with everything. Let's see. I'm just so glad you like them. The bookmarks, very welcome. Thank you so much, Taylor. Yeah, those were really awesome. I know I put them somewhere safe just so I wouldn't lose them. And then, you know, I'll get all this cleaned up after the tea and auction. If you're somewhere in the central Missouri area, in Sedalia, Missouri, my hometown, they have an annual tea and auction from the Literacy Council that I'm a member of. And this year it's on April 21st. It's at Our Savior Lutheran Church in their gymnasium. We rent it every year for this. And it's really a lot of fun. There's a live auction and a silent auction and some other, you know, knickknacks. Like we'll have like the baked potato bags, or I did like zipper pouches last year and bowl cozies. And my budding bard teen authors that I do the workshops with every summer, they get a table in the lobby there and get to have another signing opportunity. The library where we host the workshops, they do a signing too, and I posted pictures of that recently for the ninth volume that we have with them. And a couple of them couldn't make it. I don't know if everyone will be able to make it to the tea and auction, but it's just another opportunity just in case some of the kids couldn't make it to the first one. So, or if they just want a second opportunity, because it's kind of fun, especially as a kid, being published for the first time and getting to do book signings. I like for them to have at least two opportunities to sign copies of their books. So, trying to think what else I've got here to share with you guys. So, oh, Darla, I got the Grim Steeper. It is wonderful. Yeah, I haven't tried that one out yet. I think I've got a backup one. I've got a backup one that I should try that one out too. But I did try out the skull one. A lot of fun. I enjoy those. See, cool. My children love teas. Awesome, Belinda. Yeah. I usually get, is it Republic of Tea or Tea? Yeah, it's Republic of Tea. They have pretty good sales a few times a year, and I stock up. They have a blueberry lavender one that's really good. And there are a few other ones that have a little bit of caffeine that I do okay with. I like their Earl Grey vanilla, and I like the green teas that they have. So I have probably a dozen different flavors in the cabinet right now. I do like coffee. I just have to be pretty careful with it. It just doesn't agree with my system the same way it used to. I have to drink a lot of water and eat a lot of vegetables, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, you know, optimal health and all, but let's see. I don't know if I shared this with you guys or not. I don't know if you all have like a favorite children's book, and this is technically a children's book, but I think it's fun to read it as an adult too. My husband and I, years ago when I was ordering them in, would sit down with like a bottle of wine and read it to each other. It's just kind of a cute, funny story that's well illustrated by George Saunders. It's called The Very Persistent Gappers of Fripp. And you don't find, like, some of the covers that I really like are out of print, but I buy them up any chance I can, like on eBay. I've probably got 2 or 3 other editions back on the shelf. The Pen Pal program with the Literacy Council, because they do all kinds of things. The whole reason for the fundraiser is to fundraise for money for local literacy programs. They bring like nursery rhyme books to the hospital for newborns. They take books to the jail, take books to senior centers, the community cafes, things like that. But they also help fund like the schools for like the English teachers and libraries. If their funding's not quite meeting their goals, they reach out to us. We have a grant application, and one of the other programs that we were involved with was the Pen Pal program with fourth graders at various schools around Sedalia and the surrounding areas. And every year we do like a meet and greet at the beginning of the year, and then kind of a meet and greet sort of at the end of the year. And when I had fourth grade pen pals every year that we did the end of year meet and greet, I'd bring them a copy of this book. So I always have extras on hand. I may do some type of giveaway with that, but these were ones I had in. I was going to share other books that I've gotten in this month. Corey Shrum, one of my critique partners with the Four Horsemen of the Bookocalypse, sent in a few books to donate for the tea and auction for a basket. I have a basket of 3 books, and I'll be posting those, I think, on the Literacy Council's. It's the Sedalia Area Literacy Council Facebook page and Instagram page, and I'll be sharing some pictures of our books that will be donated. Renee George, if you're familiar with her work, she does a lot of like paranormal, cozy, and some urban fantasy. She donated some books this year too, so those are all going to be available at the tea and auction. But when Corey sent hers in, she sent in an extra copy of her vampire short story collection. I think there's a novella in here too, Thirst. So I've got that on my shelf. Corey has her own shelf, of course, in my library. Let's see. My mom has been going through her basement and clearing out some of our old stuff as kids and finding Goosebump books that she's been giving me. I've been posting a few of these if you follow me like on Instagram. And so it's been kind of fun, especially the ones that I was obnoxious and clearly had to write my name on everything. So I give away my age there. I'll be turning 40 this year. But like the little box set, I was a pretty big fan of Goosebumps and R.L. Stine. So some of my new books in the collection. And I saw a couple, and it's got that cottagecore feel, this Heather Fawcett, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and Map of the Otherlands. I have a little bit of kind of like the old fairy stuff going on with the pen name that I'll share more about in the future, I'm sure. There's just a lot of different stuff. Something I am bothered by with these, though, if you can tell, the trim size. I don't know how this happened. I don't know if these are editions from different countries, because it does have the price in UK pounds on the back here. So I don't know. But the trim size being off is really something that's going to bother me on the shelf. I may have to order some different editions. And I don't know, do a giveaway with these or send them off to my sister, because we're still trying to get our bookish podcast off the ground. Which, speaking of, I ordered an extra copy of this Holly Black one, The Darkest Part of the Forest, which I've already read, but it's been years. But I thought that was one that I'd send this copy to my sister so we can maybe in the future. Right now we're getting through Kim Harrison's Hollows series. So if you haven't read that yet, this is probably one of my favorite series of all time. And I've got this one autographed. I think I shared this maybe. I'm not sure if I shared this with you all. It's getting harder for me to distinguish what did I do for the videos, for the podcast with my sister, and what I've done for the live chats in the group here. So apologies if any of this is duplicate content for you all. See, I am missing a couple of comments. It says Sips By has some good blueberry teas too. I haven't heard of them. I'll have to check them out, Angela. Thanks. Said Belinda, neat. My 21-year-old is majoring in art and creative writing at Marshall University. Oh, awesome. I hope they're enjoying it. I don't have a writing degree. I have an art degree, but every time I started doing art stuff, I wanted to be an animator. So I was planning on majoring in animation. And instead I just got like a regular fine arts degree. But every time I started to get into the artwork, I'd always be drawn more to the storytelling element. And in high school, I had like notebooks full of scripts for cartoons that I wanted to create. So ended up with that, but I feel like it's helped. I feel like that's all the creative endeavor. It's helped it in different degrees. I have a 25-year anniversary edition of this Brian Froud book, but I found this old one. I think I got this off eBay, one of the thrifty bookstores online. And this is one of the older copies. I gave my old copy to a woman named Susie when I lived in Ohio before I left. We were good friends, and she always had fairy folklore stuff around her little shop there. But the inside flap says $14.95 until December 31st of 1978. So I thought that was kind of, if you can see that, if that will focus or not. But right up there. So I thought I wanted the older one to have with it my collection too of my weird fairy books. And one other book. This is my terrible book habit, but most of these are secondhand or ones that were gifted or found in my mom's basement too. But this is one I bought too, and it's one that may take a while to get to, but it looked like fun, and I got the secondhand, but it still came with the pattern that was included. But it's Sewing Party Dresses. I am very much an amateur with the sewing machine. I can make bowl cozies, I've hemmed pants, I've made curtains, you know. But as far as dresses and clothing go, I've not tried to tackle anything like that yet. But I think at some point later this year, I might. I thought maybe before the tea and auction next year, I'd get around to it and maybe make my own dress for the tea and auction. Not this year though, because that's coming up next month, and I don't need the extra headache on top of the writing going on. So, oh, Angela there. I love Brian Froud. Even have Froud inspired tattoos. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of his work. I've got the Fairy Oracle. I love the Labyrinth and Dark Crystal that he worked on. And his wife, of course, is known as the mother of Yoda because she fabricated, like she made the puppet Yoda for the Star Wars films. But they have, I think there's something in the works that got recently made, and I don't know if I mentioned that last time or not, but they're working on some type of series, I think, that they're involved in, both Wendy and Brian Froud. So I'm excited about that. And I can't find it on DVD or VHS even, but I think it is uploaded on YouTube, like the Fairies movie from the 80s that was inspired by his fairy books. So, oh, Thomas. Hey, Thomas. One day I will finish this degree and read things I love again. On a lighter note, my 20-year-old daughter is finishing the edits of her first fantasy novel. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's really hard to find time to read when you're busy working on stuff. And I think that's part of the inspiration for my sister and I trying to work on this podcast, because it feels like it's permission then to read the things we love, because then we'll be talking about them, analyzing them, and it's filling the well so you can, create, because you can't keep running on empty. But it always feels like it falls down the priority list because the work comes first, then it can really burn you out fast. So I'm hoping this podcast changes that and increases our word count. It's also an accountability thing, so we'll be talking about our weekly word counts and just other things that are and motivating us and inspiring us to write. So I think the podcast is going to be kind of a 50-50 for writers and also for readers. So, oh, Kat, I missed one from Kat. I cannot sew anything unless I make my own pattern. I've not really used too many patterns. There are a lot of great YouTube videos, like for the bowl cozies. Those turn out awesome. And I think the zipper pouches, I still have some of those floating around. Once again, this office is a mess, but I thought I had a few. Let's see if I've got some buried in my bag here maybe. My son enjoyed them, so he took off with them, and I think some of them are filled with Legos and snacks somewhere in his bedroom. There's just a lot of stuff. But, nope. Who knows? Who knows? There's stuff everywhere. Well, I don't know if there was anything else. I should have made a little checklist, but it's just kind of been one of those weeks. I haven't even showered today, so sorry if I look all disheveled, but the weather radio has been going off. We have, I think, a tornado watch going right now. The sky's looking a little weird out there. We might have some thunderstorms later. I think they're talking about through the night. So as soon as I'm done chatting with you guys, I'll probably be unplugging my computer to be safe. But so I hope you all are doing okay if you're in this area. I hope you're being safe and hope you are having decent weather. I hope you're looking forward to the eclipse too. My husband just picked up some glasses. The last one we were out on the lake for, and I still have the glasses up in a box in my closet from that one. But yeah, be careful. Don't stare directly at it. Get yourself some cheap glasses. But it's kind of fun. I don't think we're supposed to have another one for quite some time. So. All right, guys. I've been yammering on for about 20 minutes, so So, oh, Cabrina. Hopefully I pronounced your name right. That's a pretty name though. Okay. Us as well here. Bad weather expected. Yeah, it's I think gonna be a rough spring. But well, I should hopefully have some more news to share with you on the writing front with different things next month. And I'm trying to think. I feel like there's always something I feel like I've forgotten. Different big book promos coming up. I think in May. I'm gonna try to adjust how I do these live chats as far as the time of month. I don't know if it's OCD. Something bothering me about the giveaways. Even though it's like the March giveaway, it always ends in April. And I believe is it this Thursday? I'll have to double check if it's this Thursday that's like the last day. But I send out a newsletter, so if you sign up for the newsletter through my website or wherever, and I can always share the link. I think that might be in the group too. But I always try to send out an email a day or two before the giveaway ends, and I'll post another reminder probably in the group. So, all right, guys. Well, it was nice chatting with you, and feel free if you ever have questions, if you don't think of them during these short little live chats, you can always drop them in the event page or even in the group, and I'm happy to always pop in there and answer them. I try to check it at least once a day or every other day. So, all right, you all have a good night. I may open the door if you'd like a view of the fluff. I always feel like I have to give her a cameo, let her crawl up in my lap and lick my face. So, oh, there's Paul in there. So I'll go ahead and open the door and see if Lulu want to come in. Did you want to come say goodbye to everyone? I don't know where Zavy went. Oh, hold on, honey. Watch your toes. There's Zavy. You want to say bye, everybody?
Bye, everyone.
Say bye, everyone. Come here, Lulu. Hop on up here. They can't see you down here. There you go. There you go. All right. We got kisses. Okay. Say good night, everybody. Oh, Darla said hi, Zabe. Can you say hi, Darla?
Hi, Dala.
All right. Good night, guys.